Hi, I'm Sonia, Mindful Kiddos Child and Family Health Nurse and advisor on content around how we train our educators and all about early childhood brain development. I'm going to talk to you today very briefly about how we regulate our own emotions and how that impacts on our children. What the research tells us is that children learn to regulate their own emotions through us, really. So through co-regulation. This starts from probably even before they're born, actually, but certainly from birth. Newborn babies look to us, they sense our emotions, they pick up on our body language. Children learn so much and read so much of our body language, way more than we do as adults, because that's how they're beginning to learn and understand and communicate. So what we know is that children from birth are learning to experience their own emotions through us. And when children experience an emotion such as fear, anxiety, stress, any of those sort of emotions, they will turn to an adult that they're connected to make sense of that emotion. And when they have a heightened experience of emotion, they need a calm, responsive, and predictable adult to help them calm their own emotions back down again and come back to sort of a calm, regular status. So I'm going to talk more about children's development of emotional regulation and how we can use mindfulness in another video. But what I do want to point out about co-regulation in these unsettled and frightening times, children will be experiencing our anxiety, our stress, and our fear. Especially young children will be picking up on that more than ever. So I would like to encourage you to embrace some strategies that help to keep you calm and to help keep your sanity, especially if things are, crazy for you at the moment. People have lost their jobs. You may be working from home. You may have children around. You may not be able to access your supports that you normally access due to social isolation or social distancing and protecting vulnerable, like the elderly. I know our household, we can't use our regular support of my parents because they're elderly and we can't expose them to risks. So that's extra precious. And working from home is always interesting and, a totally new experience for many of us. So we are experiencing a turmoil of different emotions, and a lot of it is to do with the world is unpredictable at the moment. We don't know what's going to happen next, and every day there is something new. So find ways that you can manage that. Find ways, and it might be using mindfulness, it might be reading, it might be going for a walk, it might be listening to music. Whatever it is that works for you, really strongly encourage you to find ways to regulate your emotions and find the calm. We get heightened and we don't even realize that we're heightened, but our children will, and our children sense it. It's really hard for them because they sometimes don't have the language, and they certainly don't have the comprehension to wrap their heads around what's going on in this world. So if you can achieve a sense of calm in your home, whatever way that works for you, and certainly there's lots of resources around mindfulness at the moment for adults, but embracing some of that to help keep yourself calm and regulate your emotions so that you can in turn respond to your children's emotions and anxieties if they're there. All right, thanks for listening, and we will talk more about emotional regulation and how that develops and how we can use mindfulness as a really amazing tool to help our children learn their, amazing emotional regulation skills. Thanks for watching. Bye.